If you guys need cheap coins, check out FIFA Coin Stock down below in the description, dirty at checkout. And if you want cheap games, cheap codes, G2A also down below. What's happening, beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike and welcome to the top 5 best center backs in FIFA Ultimate Team. And I know this is a heavy debate because there's so much talent and everybody's got their own personal preferences. If you enjoy the content, smash that like button. Let's get 700, 800 likes. Tells me everything is a-okay. I'll get another video out to everyone as soon as possible. And drop a comment. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What's your top 5 looking like? I know that we've got some opinions. Into the honorable mentions, we've got Benatia. And he's been an excellent addition to the Bundesliga. He's a complete center back. He does get a little bit tired. His work rates could be better. He's got the high work rates. But overall, And then we've got Needham, the through ball stopper, 89 sprint speed as well as an 84 for strength. So he's a little bit better than his overall card value may suggest. He can dictate the match, but he's not as complete, and he's definitely not up there in terms of being a stopper on the tackles. He's going to miss some here and there. He'll hit and miss for you. And then Chiellini, who's very similar to Benatia. He's got great work rates. The only difference, he's got dives into tackles as a trait or a specialty, and I hate that. I hate that on defenders because when you swing and you miss, sometimes you are out of the play and there is no recovery for you. Into the second batch of honorable mentions, we've got Juan Jesus, Mr. Jesus. And he might be my favorite non-rare center back to use and abuse with in FIFA 15. He's so much better than his card value. He's got great work rates. Let me know what you think about him in the comments down below. And then David Luiz, who's kind of out of position. He's a little bit crazy, but he does not miss tackles, and he is very annoying. He's a nuisance on the pitch, and his stats are incredible. He could really play 3 to 4 positions and do exceptional. He would be a guy that you could put into a CDM role, a center mid, probably a fullback as well as a center back. In all those positions, life will be alright. And then Vincent Kompany, who is one of the most sought after center backs, and I love using him. He's a brick house. He might be the strongest challenger we have in this year's installment. He just pushes people over. He dictates all of that. He's got the presence down packed, but he does feel a little bit sluggish on recovery, and he's got that trait where he dives into tackles, and when you miss and you're not fast, oh, it kills me. So when you're in Division 1, you're in Division 2, the final of a tournament, and that mistake cost you the game, he can't be in my top 5, but he still is a stellar center back to have in your starting 11 or even coming off the bench, a super sub. At number 5, we've got Martin Cáceres, the Uruguayan, and he is a perfect center back if you play with any sort of aggression because he's so fast, he's so athletic, he has a 93 for jumping. He's not the tallest of players, and he is a little bit wild, but I can deal with it. He's going to make it into squad after squad after squad. At number 4, we've got Ramos the Recover. And this guy is never out of any play. Whether it's a slide tackle, he's just chasing back. He's got one of those athletic clearances. I never doubt Sergio Ramos. To be fair, he is out of position quite often with the high medium work rates, but he just makes up for it, and he is going to be able to dictate a lot of things on the pitch with his defensive capabilities. Combine that with being physical and fast. Only good things. Only good things. Plus, he's got cool hair. What? At the midway point, we've got the best reader in football at the moment. And yes, I'm talking about interceptions and just having a good idea where passes are going to go. Thiago Silva, perfect work rates, and you can see it in game. He's always in the right place at the right time. However, he does feel a bit small. It says that he's 6 feet tall, and in game, he even looks like 5'10" at certain moments. But overall, tackling, interceptions, just being there, he's going to give you a chance for success. We might have a sleeper at the runner-up position with Toshio Knee, the Frenchman, and he's got the tackling, the positioning, the speed. I use him in nearly all my BPL squads. You've been checking out my stream, Twitch TV /Dirty Mike. He's so good for link up, and he is very consistent. He is a little bit weak for a center back. He's not going to have that presence feel, but the way that he's able to poke the ball loose and never give up, and he's just, oh, I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. Plus, he links up with Szczesny. And I think Szczesny is one of the most underrated goalkeepers in this year's installment. Top in the charts. We've got Boateng, who's doing the bruising and abusing. My goodness. Every time I use him in a squad, I'm reminded that he is a man among boys. He's 6'3", but he feels sometimes like he's 6'5". He's got the power, the speed, the strength, the size, the whole recipe for success. he could give you good home cooking. If you need some mashed potatoes and gravy, maybe some turkey, some ham, the whole entire package, Boateng is that guy. And I'm reminded constantly how good he actually is in FIFA when I put him into squads, and I feel like he defends for me half the time, and I love it. Salute to Boateng. You're number one. You deserve it. If he's not in your top 5, something's wrong. Something is wrong. But if you guys enjoy the content, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter and Facebook at DirtyMikeUSA, and I have a lot more coming for you ASAP.